Hello, everyone, and welcome to Gender Talk 211 show. My name is Eva Lopa, and I am your host. Zekia, an advocate for disability rights, joins us for an episode that promotes inclusion. Please welcome award-winning activist Zekia Musa. Welcome to the show, Zekia.
Yeah, thank you.
How are you doing? How was your day?
My day was good. And nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you too. I have no idea why we have not met until today.
Yeah.
Absolutely no idea. I think so many of my friends, colleagues have vouched for you. They've also said you're an extremely powerful voice. So I don't know why I have not met you until today. Welcome to the show. I'm happy to have you on board.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about yourself and who you are.
Okay. Of course, my name is Zekia. It's me, Zekia Musa. And I am a lady with the visual impairment, a graduate from University of Juba, and of course, I don't know what I can say, but I work with, I think, several departments, the government sector and private sectors. I think, and also a member from Organization of Persons with Disabilities. And I work with the Grassroots Women Network, also a member. So I think, yeah, that's few about me, Zekia.
Yeah. Sometimes
I said I'm a lady, but I'm a woman.
I think both work.
I'm a woman with.
You also said, I noticed something. You said
I'm a mother to one kid. So
still, that lady still works. Lady still works. I noticed you said أنا اسمي زكية, and you said it so clearly.
Yeah.
يعني عربي حلو كده. Were you in Khartoum?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, of course. I was in Khartoum. My all years I've been in Khartoum. I think even now I'm old. So
you were born, raised in Khartoum.
My whole life actually in Khartoum.
Oh.
I'm not. Yeah, I wasn't born in Khartoum, but I grew there.
Okay.
Yeah, I was taken from here when I'm a still child. So I grew there. I grew up there. I started my school there. Halfway my university, halfway in Khartoum. They completed in Juba. So I came back to the place where I born.
Oh, nice. I was also born and raised in Khartoum. So nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Great to have you on here. Right? There's always that sisterhood for people who grew up in Khartoum. Now you said you did half of university in Khartoum, half of it in Juba. You completed
because
in Juba.
because we are the final, we are the final people before independence. So
got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why.
And what did you do in university? What did you study?
University of Juba, I studied the College of Arts and Human Science, Arts and Humanity. But my faculty in it is psychology. Psychology. I have bachelor degree in psychology. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So mental health, trauma, such things.
It is all under my department.
Nice.
Yeah. But normally I do the family therapy. It is where I love to do it.
So you're practicing right now?
Yeah, I'm practicing it. Even people coming to me at home, I do counseling for them. And sometimes I do counselor to those who are mentally affected, especially those who are having chronic diseases, like disorder and something like that. Stress, especially stress, depression.
What made you pick psychology?
Yeah.
What made you pick psychology?
I pick psychology maybe because of my reason. Sometimes having a difficult life, you want to counsel yourself alone than somebody to come and solve it for you. You have to start solving your problem, because it is you who know your pain, and it is you who feel your pain. Nobody feel your pain like you are the one who feeling it. Yeah.
Yes.
So if you know you have a pain and you know how to solve it, you know how to build your resiliency, the inner ability, if you know how to build it.
You mentioned you were born with a visual impairment, and you also spoke about difficulties and trying to console yourself. What has that been like living with?
What has been like?
What has it been like living with a disability or being a differently able person?
Oh, okay. I think to me, first of all, I wasn't born blind. Yeah, the blindness got me outside, and it is circumstances,
Yes.
that will bring disability. So, as the community of persons with disabilities, we believe that even there is no different, that life you live with the disability is only disability is a barrier. This is what we believe on it. It is a barrier, that's why we call it disability. But if this barrier is removed, that's why it will be called impairment, because there is no way for taking blindness away. Because that blindness, it will be with you, but with the blindness, of course, if nobody knows about the rights of, like this lady, she is a visual impairment, but she doesn't know how to maybe work, she doesn't know how to read and write. How can we able to do with her, But if I know how to read, I know how to write, then the issue of reading and writing is over.
It's no longer an issue.
So it's no longer an issue to me. It is now an easier. Then there is no, there's no problem. So that's why living with a disability to me, or to some of us who are now practicing it easier, the life is easier for them. It is not an issue right now, because they know how to go on with their life, no matter they have that kind of disability, I think.
Wonderful. No, that's a great answer. And when did you start your advocacy journey? When you started advocating for persons with disability?
I started advocating on the rights of persons with disabilities when I joined the union, the Union of Persons with Disabilities. People within the union, they have realized that, Zekia can talk too much, Zekia can do whatever. So we have to, sometimes give her the opportunity. She has to go and represent us in one of the workshops. So they started engaging me in the workshops for students, you see. Sometimes when the workshop is going to talk about the student, how the student with disabilities are accessing the university, accessing their schools, senior, whatever, something like that. So I started, taking that one it has to be my advantage to start it, to make me to start my journey in advocacy.
Yes.
So from there, we started forming a platform called Young Voices. So that Young Voices, it is a program has been funded by Leon Cheshire. Yeah, I think in Australia. So we have been in that program for good 3 years, I think.
Okay.
So then
until now, it's running.
Yeah, no, because at that time it is a generation thing. So where our group will come, and when it's just like election. If their period finished, then another group will come.
Okay, understood.
So now that group, it is the group that encouraged me to really now focus deeply in advocacy. At first, I started with just a training, a discussion within the workshops, something like that. But within that Young Voices, I was like, now from here, I want to go ahead. I don't want to go, if our period ended, then I have to go and just be at home. I want to go to another level. So I took that one. It is an opportunity to me now to go to another level. So when our group, their program ended, then another group is coming, I shifted now to being engaging with big people, having a program with them, sometimes with the NGOs to go and represent them also. And even our union is still, they're engaging me. If they have fundraising from the donors, they will take me to go and raise funds for them, something like that. I have to talk, you have to support us because this union are the one, are the ones supporting our school. We have children with disabilities, they have to go on with their education. So if you are not supporting them, I think we are not going to go with this education. Our family, even they have denied us because they see us we're useless, something like so. I have to convince the donors until the donors how they have to decide to bring something to at least fund the program of education within our platform to go ahead. So from there, until I have been awarded with the activist certificate by the civil societies organization who selected me, more than 50 organizations who selected me here in South Sudan.
Congratulations on that, by the way.
To be the disability focal person in South Sudan. So I have been awarded, I think, in 2023 by the Human Rights Defenders Network.
Yes.
So it is them whom they awarded me with that certificate.
Wonderful.
I'm still advocating on the rights of persons with disabilities. Yeah, we did a lot, but we see it is a change, and we see it is like our government is hearing our voice, because if they're not hearing our voice, you cannot be able to see some policies, that is supporting the people with disabilities in South Sudan. If you see these policies are coming out, you will say, okay, your voice is not going vain. They are not, your voice have been heard, and people have been hearing your voice, and that's why some things coming out. Yeah.
What kind of rights are you pushing for? You also mentioned policies. What kind of policies are we speaking about that you would like to see implemented in South Sudan?
We have many rights in our country. We need to see it really, it has to be addressed. But of course, we really need to see progress. When you come to the community of persons with disabilities, these people, they are totally behind everything. That's why sometimes when we talk, we need this, we need that. Some people even, they were like, are you still in this program? And we don't have that kind of program. We are advocating for it because it is not there for persons with disabilities. First of all, our education alone, it is a problem for persons with disabilities. The family, even right from the family, doesn't understand that this person, she or he, has to be taken to a school to study so that tomorrow they can be able to benefit from this kind of person, And two, people have that concept of, if you have a child and this child is blind, this child is totally useless. And this child is sick. And there is no hope for this child. And there is no hope even for this woman to be married if she is a lady and now she become to the age of marriage, because she is a blind, So our community up to today, as I'm talking, they don't have concept of, if you have a blind lady or blind boy, these people, they have future. Totally, they don't have future. I was being interviewed by several medias. Sometimes they will ask me, is it not better for you to be having a physical impairment than being a visual impairment?
Some media houses asked you
Yes,
that.
yes. Some of them, they like asking me such kind of question. And for them, I don't want to say that they're asking me because they don't know, but they asking me, they want to know the thinking of the community, because this is what the community think also, So it is better for you to have a physical impairment than having a visual impairment. So I was like, even if you have the physical or hearing or whatever visual, disability is disability. There is no better in disability. There is no better in disability. Just like in your body, if your hand is paining, I think the whole body will what?
Correct. Will start
Because
painful.
it is one of your body, you know. So there is no better in disability. What I know, it is just you have to try to make the life better for all the disabilities. We want to see education for all. We need inclusive education, we need inclusive education for all.
Yes.
For all the different type of impairment.
Yes.
Again, when we need inclusive employment, we need it also for all. You cannot say, I want to give this opportunity for a physical impairment because it is better. So this is the right that we are advocating for. We are advocating for equal employment, equal opportunity for employment, equal opportunity for education, to access education, equal opportunity to access health, and equal opportunity to the family life, because our families, for sure, they don't, put life easier for people with disabilities until we sometimes hearing that our friends who are having impairment, they have been, committed suicide, which is not good.
Besides just a society in general having their own ways of stereotyping against persons with disability, your own families also pose some challenges to your life as well. Is that correct?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. If everything is not well, like I said, everything is not well right from the families. And of course, it will pose some challenges. Now, when comes even the ability for you, your ability will not be coming well. People will not realize your ability. That's why I said, even when somebody maybe try to struggle with his life, trying to finish his education, with regardless of the challenges that he or she went through, still people will not recognize, unless it took some time. Maybe people will believe that, okay, let me give a small opportunity for this person. And what I mean by small opportunity, right now, people who knows their right, at least we are very few who have been accessing our education, maybe because of the effort of our family. They understand and they accept that, okay, we need to take our children, no matter the challenges that we face, maybe tomorrow they will benefit us. So they are taking us to school, but they're still doubting. That's why they are saying maybe tomorrow they will benefit us. So they took us to school and they saw our fruits of taking us to school. And even today they are like, okay, I think we did right. We did the right thing. So now they are even seeing their fruits of wasting maybe their energies to take us to school, to bring us back home, take us to school, bring us back home. So it is now not longer there. We are now moving alone, you see. Nobody is bringing us up back home. So we are now moving alone, even to the workplaces. So they are very happy, you see. So those of few of us who are now trying to live this life, it is also few of us who have been taken we have been able to get an equal job opportunity. But still, when you go to other states, as I'm talking right now, children with disabilities are hidden there. They are not allowed to be seen by people. Even for somebody to come and speak in front of this camera, even if you go to this family, like, I need to interview, I've heard that you have child with disability, I need to interview you and how you are actually feeling in life with having this child, somebody will just chase you out. Who told you that I have a child here with disability? And what are you coming to do in this home of you have to go out. You leave my home and go out.
Not to cut you off, but just the world is really harsh. The world is really harsh on everyone. Do you think maybe families also want to protect their family members with disability? For example, if someone comes with cameras, they want an interview because of something like that, maybe that family is trying to protect their child? Because the world can be really, really harsh. What do you think?
Maybe sometimes I will say they are trying to protect, but sometimes I will say still they want to hide the child. Because sometimes when you are coming to interview me, you will explain the reason of why you want to interview me.
Yes.
Maybe you want to take me to school. And you have, of course, if you are coming to this house of mine, you have enough background of this house.
Correct.
You have heard that this house having a child with disability. And you have a program of maybe inclusive programming you want to make for people with disabilities. That's why you want to do an assessment. And you want to assess the needs of this child. And to assess the need of this child or the need of this person, you have to go.
You have to meet them.
And you have to meet them. You know?
I agree.
So if you explain yourself like this, I'm sure nobody even will say, okay, don't do this. You see? But still, if you explain yourself like that, again, you will hear that, who told you that I have this child? Who told you that this person is with us? You know? So people feel ashamed, like maybe showing their person with disability out in some of the places. In Juba, it used to be, but now I think because of the many, voices and many role models from persons with disabilities, some of them even they are politicians, some of them they are now becoming something else. Yes. So you will see now people are like trying to avoid, hiding their children within their houses. So if today, even if you go to one of the area that, I've heard that there's children with disabilities within this area. Can somebody tell me that if the house is where, whatever? Everybody will say, this house, even in my house I have.
So now society is more accepting.
Yeah, now they try to accept that, yeah. But in other states.
What would you say to society right now? What can society do to make South Sudan more inclusive for persons with disability or for their own family members?
The inclusivity, it is the responsibility of all of us. And it is us who to decide what to do to make our country more inclusive. We need to see from other countries, actually, what they do for them, what they did actually, that's why they became more inclusive. If we're trying to learn from other countries, I think, and we try to implement, you see, the inclusivity of other countries in our country, I think it is not bad when we are copying some things, some good things from other neighbors of ours, because it will help us. So inclusivity, we don't want inclusivity in one type of impairment. As I said before, we are different type of impairment. We have mental impairment, we have physical impairment, we have hearing impairment, we have visual impairment. We need to see all these kind of impairment. They are practicing their social life together with people who doesn't have impairment. So all this equipment, we need to see they are right from the primary up to the university level. We need to see somebody who speak on the rights of persons with disabilities within the all ministries, not only line ministries who demonstrate the life of persons with disabilities. Like, for instance, if I want to speak today, if I want to focus on the rights of persons if I want to ask somebody on the question on the rights of persons with disabilities, they will say, you rather go to this ministry. People knows, of course, today people know Ministry of Gender are the only ministry who like focusing on the vulnerable people, people with disabilities, elderly, widows, you see, and orphan. So everything you go for the Ministry of Gender. We don't want to hear that kind of words that go to the Ministry of Gender. It is the all responsibility of all of us. It is the responsibility of the all ministry. I have right to work to the Ministry of Gender, to work to the Ministry of Information, to work. So every ministry has to focus. They have to focus on disability. They have to mainstream disability in their programming. They have to make inclusivity in their programming. Not the line ministry, not the Ministry of Education only, not the Ministry of Gender only. You see, it is our collective responsibility. You know, when you go to the reproductive health family department, family planning department. You need to get maybe information on family planning, or how I can be able to, which kind of contraceptive,
To use, yes.
that I can be able to use. Hey, do you know also something like this? So people think like people with visual impairment or physical, generally people with disabilities, they don't practice, family life. They don't even
Yes.
practice, they don't marry, they are not even, so for them, they think that sex is a criminal activities for people with disabilities. And yet we know, when we are practicing it, we need to have children, yeah? So this is what we want. So why is becoming criminal for another group?
Yes.
So that's why when I said before that people with disabilities, they are behind everything, this is one of the things. You see? Still people perceive that we are not supposed to do such kind of things. So such kind of activities, it is something,
yeah. They try to center your disability as the main thing in your life that you should focus on. That's not actually true. You're human beings and persons that have dreams, visions, and want families and children. Yeah.
That's it. So that's how we are trying to really, echoing our voice day and night. We need to see changes on this thing.
I understand. About a few years ago, I think this was 2016 or 2017. I went for a career fair, and we were speaking to high school girls. They all had dreams. They all wanted to be something, someone, and they were just looking for advice. And I met this young girl. And I can't remember her name, but I will never forget what she says. And I think about her every now and then. She had a disability that I hadn't even seen until she said it. And we were on a table. There was about, I think I had 7, 8 girls on that table. And everyone was sharing their difficulties, the difficulties of, just being a teenage girl. And this young girl said she wanted to be a doctor. I said, that's great. At that time, I had a colleague of mine that was at the same career fair, and she was a doctor. So he said, I have to introduce you to my friend. She's a doctor and she's here. She's the best person that can talk to you about being a doctor. And she said, I can't be a doctor. So what do you mean you can't be a doctor? Why are you saying that? And then she said, I'm disabled. I live with a disability. I was in shock because I didn't even see it. And then she explained, we talked about her life a little bit. And the main thing that she had struggled with was the judgment, being judged and getting basically bullied and feeling very isolated in school. It was really, like I said, I think about her every now and then just because that conversation touched me so much. And from when I met her, all I saw was a very able person. I did not even see the disability in her. You know what I mean? So it hurt me that she felt she was experiencing basically discrimination because of her disability. That brings me to the next topic, just young girls living with disability. How much do you know about the lives of young girls living with disability and what their experience is and what their challenges are right now?
Something. So actually the story is so touching. And our girls with disabilities here in South Sudan, I am actually always with my girls with disabilities. Even as today I'm coming from the girls with disabilities. So being an activism always with them, and they like sharing with me their experiences. We have girls who have been able to struggle with their life, and they're like, they want to make an achievement in their life, no matter challenges that they went through. That one also, I have some of the group. And of course, I met with some of the group whom they have surrendered. They said no, they cannot go anywhere. Because even if they did what, this is what they realize, they have realized it already. They cannot go anywhere. So most of the girls whom I know, they have challenges. And I see, to me, the challenges, it is from their families. And even if we train them, we're trying to make them to be people who are having good careers, but still when they go back to their houses, they are facing, every day they are facing different challenges in their life. You know, I tried to rescue one of whom I know, she almost attempting suicide. But right now, if you met her, even I try to joke with her like, where is the suicide again? Can you attempt it right now? She's like, no, Zekia, no. That one, it is far away from my mind. You know, she has been able to cope out with her life. She has been able to build her resiliency so strong. And to me, I saw it is my first success I did in my history, because if you have been able to rescue a lady, you see, from killing herself, not even to realize her life, that she has a vision,
Yes.
then I will record a story. I have a story. You see, so to me, I saw it like that. So our girls, even the single, changes that is going to take place within their body, their family are not taking sight. They are not even trying to observe it. You see, you, the child with disability, you, the girl with disability, even I don't have time for you. I rather focus for instance, if she gave a mother, she is a mother to, the woman is a mother to maybe 3 girls, and one of them has the disability, she will rather focus to the 2, with the 2 only, and leave the other one. And even if that person is going through some changes, she cannot even take time to observe that child, because she totally neglected that child. She neglected it. She denied it. She is like, even this is not one of her children, you see. And that's why in some cases, our girls are trying to be the victim of rape cases normally, because they have been left alone in their houses, because the family will decide to take people who are not having disability to the school, and you who are having your disability here, you better remain here. You will be now being somebody who will be seeing the house. Somebody from anywhere will come and take your advantages, and maybe, trying to sleep with you by force. So because they have been left alone in their houses, so they are like that. They are always becoming the victim of rape, you see, because of this. And sometimes also, like I said before, the changes, you will go through some changes, you will see your body is changing, the breast is coming, the period is coming. So because you, a girl, you're supposed to know this thing, but because nobody even trying to tell you that, explain that, soon you are going to see such kind of things, soon you are going to do, you will see this. Nobody is there to have time for you. You will see sometimes our girls will feel shame when they saw it, because they don't know something like that. So somebody, if this maybe like the cycle started within the school, the girl will decide to go off, not to come again to the school, because she saw something that she's not supposed to see, and it is supposed for her to see, because this is her right. She's supposed to see, but for her, she think like, I'm not supposed to see, you see? But who told you that you're not supposed to see? Because nobody is being there to give you that kind of self-awareness. So that's why this is one of the challenges that our girls they are really going through right now.
What about challenges facing girls in school? Like they are going to school. What kind of challenges are they facing there outside of the home?
And you know, maybe I will take here I will talk mostly with visual impairment, but with other impairment, maybe I will talk the issue of accessibility, because the other impairment, I think for them, they can do anything in the school. If they have come to the school, only what they need to be provided with the accessibility of the places. Sometimes people will refuse to accept people with disabilities within their school because of the accessibility. They are like, our school are not accessible. We cannot able to allow those girls to be with us here. We don't even have teacher for sign language, you know, who knows the sign language. We don't have braille, whatever, you know, those things we don't have. So for this reason, we cannot be able to allow our girls, those kind of girls to be. But of course, for visual impairment, other challenges that our girls facing, and this is what even right now they are facing, the issue of bringing them to the school. Because at first, you need to bring this child of yours to the school. You need to bring him or bring her in the morning, and then also take her back home in the evening. Because we don't have transport that will transport them, you see?
Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to ask about the role of government in being supportive and making South Sudan an accommodating environment space for persons with disability as well. What roles do they need to play, and where can they start?
I think first of all, I want to appreciate our government for doing some good, positive things that they did. And one of the positive things that I see they did, and it is because of our advocacy that we have been advocating for it so much, they come out with the policies that's supporting the system of persons with disabilities, and even that policies that I think it will be the only solution, that policy is the one will make the life better to everyone, you see, in this country. Because the policy, yes, it is for persons with disabilities, but I think the things will come out from that policy, it's going to make the life better for everyone, you see. So they have come out with some policies, and that policies are focusing too much on persons with disabilities. Like one of them, maybe I can mention, we have policy that called South Sudan National Disability and Inclusive Policy. We call it NDIP. If you go there and you Google it, you find it there. So South Sudan National Disability and Inclusion Policy, we have that one. And it is our government who did it together with the Organization of Persons with Disabilities. We have Inclusive Education Policy. This is good achievement. If we need our education to be better or to be more inclusive, we have to go to our dictionary on that policy, because it will revise us to make our education better for all of us. Then recently here, they signed one of the international treaty. We call it the Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities, the UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities. Sometimes we call it UNCRPD. Our president signed this, one of these instruments. And this convention also, it is one of the, you know, we call it, it is one of our important documents that all these policies actually are coming out from it. But even before, for them to sign this convention, they already caught some article to be one of the articles within our constitution, South Sudan Constitution. You know? But the issue is where now? The issue is the implementation. We need to really see that at least they have to implement those policies whom they have made it and they have adapted. Because they adapted, they want to see changes. So if they want to see changes, they have to implement at least some of the principle that within those policies. One of the principle is everyone has to access equal services. If it is health services, education, employment, we see. But right now, even into employment, you cannot see people with disabilities are fully practicing it, you know. And as I said, and I will still repeat it, that still people are trying to focus in one specific impairment. Those people are the one to get more opportunities in the in employment, which, as we see, it is wrong, because we need to see equality for all, and we need to see inclusivity for all, you know. So that one, we need to see it's really happening within the side of the government. Yeah, I think that's
Wonderful. What would be your message for just the people and how to become allies and support persons with disability in South Sudan? What will be your message to them?
My message to them, first they need to know, you know, some people, they don't know even these people were organized.
No.
I want to say that the society must know that persons with disabilities, they are organized, and they are well organized also. They have their own organization that governed by them. They are like every civil society's organization who like focusing in different rights. As people with disabilities, we are not beneficiaries, because a time for beneficiaries is over. This is a time for everybody has to deliver services. We need to see the participation. What I mean to say in my maybe conclusion of my messages, the participation of persons with disabilities, not to be as beneficiaries, but it has to be really, really the participation. We mean by participation, I mean like I need to be given opportunity to participate, but not my picture to be taken just for the reporting or for the implementing of inclusion programming. No.
Yes.
That's what I mean.
That's amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much, Zekia, for all of the work that you do. And I'm really, really proud of you. I think you've overcome so much in your life, and you're trying to help others overcome as well. And it's not always easy speaking up or being vocal or saying these are our challenges or my challenges or saying we need changes here. It's not easy, but you're doing it. And I'm really proud of you for that.
Thank you. Thank you for having me also. And I feel like today I'm just speaking freely. So thank you for having me also.
No, absolutely. Thank you for coming on, and thank you.